Hello students, welcome to the third session of Mathematics class 10th. In previous two sessions, we studied about number systems, exercise 1.1 and 1.2. In today's session, we will discuss about exercise number 1.3. Exercise number 1.3. Question number 1. Prove that root 5 is irrational. Suppose root 5 is a rational number. For that, we can assume that root 5 is a rational number. If any number is irrational, then it is converted into P by Q form, means A by B form. That's why we can take two A and B integers such that root 5 is equal to A by B, where B is not equal to 0 and A is an integer. Suppose A and B have common factor 1. Then we divide it with A and B are co-prime. If A and B is a common factor 1, then we say that they are co-prime. That's why root 5 is equal to A divided by B. Now B comes here, so root 5B is equal to A. So we can take both sides square. Root 5 square is equal to 5, B square is equal to B square, and A square is equal to A square. We can say them result number 1. So what is the meaning of this result? 5 is divides with A square. If any integer is divided with their square, this integer is also divided with its root. So we can say that 5 is divides with A. Let A is equal to 5C. Now both sides square do it. So A square is equal to A square, 5 square is equal to 25, and C square is equal to C square. Now we know that what is the value of A square? See that result number 1. The A square value is 5B square. We can put A square value here. A square is equal to 5B square is equal to 25C square. 5 comes to denominator, so 5 5s are 25. So B square is equal to 5C square. For this, we can assume that 5 is divided with B square. Same as result number 1, we say that 5 is divided with B. Thus, A and B have common factor 5. See that 5 is divided with B and 5 is divided with A. So they both have 5 common factor, but our assumption is contradiction. We said that they have common factor rational number. So root 5 is an irrational number. Question number 2. Prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational. For this, we can assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational number. Now we can take 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to A by B as a rational number. You know that A by B is an integer such that B is not equal to 0. Now root 2 root 5 comes to this way side and A by B comes to left hand side. So 3 minus A by B is equal to minus 2 root 5 is rational number. Now minus 2 is here, come here to denominator. So 3 into B, 3B minus A, and 2 is come to here. So minus 2B is equal to root 5 is rational number. But we know that in question number 1 we prove that root 5 is irrational number. So root 5 is irrational number. Hence we prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Now question number 3. Prove that the followings are irrational. 1 by root 2, 7 root 5 and 6 plus root 2. First we prove that 1 by root 2 is irrational. For this we have to take 1 by root 2 is a rational number. So we assume that 1 by root 2 is rational number. Then we take A and B such an integer that A and B are co-prime and AB is not equal to 0. So 1 by root 2 is equal to a by b is a rational number. Now we take reciprocal of them. So a by b reciprocal is b by a, and 1 by root 2 reciprocal is root 2. So b by a is equal to root 2 is a rational number. But we know that root 2 is irrational number. Hence 1 by root 2 is also irrational number. Now second one, 7 root 5 is irrational. So we assume that 7 root 5 is a rational number. Then we divide 7 root 5 with a and b such that a and b are co-prime and b is not equal to 0. So 7 root 5 is equal to a by b is a rational number. B comes up and root 5 comes down. We can do cross multiplication. So 7b by a is equal to 1 by root 5 is a rational number. Now again we take a reciprocal of them. So 7 by b by a reciprocal is a by 7b, and 1 by root 5 reciprocal is root 5 is rational number. But we know that root 5 is irrational number, hence we prove that 7 root 5 is irrational number. Now question number 3, 6 plus root 2. First we assume that 6 plus root 2 is rational number. Then we divide it a and b such that a and b are co-prime. B is not equal to 0. So 6 plus root 2 is equal to a by b. Now cross multiplication. A by b is come here and root 2 is going into right hand side. So 6 minus a by b is equal to root 2 is rational number. Now take LCM. 6b minus a by b is equal to root 2 is a rational number. But we know that root 2 is an irrational number. Hence we prove that 6 plus root 2 is irrational number.